I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing.
Oh, well, hello there. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Forgotten Circus. I told you all earlier that I was actually going to do an out of the theater review, and this one's going to have spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, haven't seen it yet, you might want to click off now because I'm going to tap in not too heavy, but definitely going to talk some spoilers. And my review. Let's start with my review. Do I think it's the best comic movie, comic book movie of all time? No, not at all. Do I think it's a good movie? Yes, very much so. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. Um, but it has its flaws. So I'm gonna start with negatives. Let me go to negatives. Um, the CGI certain times is absolutely terrible. This movie wrapped in what, 2021? Yeah. You had all that time to fix a lot of the now there are scenes when the CGI is absolutely amazing. You're like, "Oh my god, it looks so good." But there are more than that when the CGI and special effects are a little bit green screen. And I don't understand why you had to, it almost like they deep faked in a certain scene. They deep faked the two Ezras together, or Ezras, the two Barry Allens together. It's like, what are we doing? But other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, the CGI needs work. Maybe if you do like a director's cut and physical media, it's going to look better. But it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. Not the best book movie of all time, but it's a very good movie. And I enjoyed it. So let's get into it. So I think the dynamic between Barry and his mother is top notch. And this movie is kind of a roller coaster ride. It's up and down. And sometimes, like I said, the CGI messed it up a little bit, but then they bring you back. I think the family dynamic, especially between Barry and his mother, is superb. It's really, you actually really feel what he's going through. And you know what? I did kind of find young Barry or younger Barry in the movie a little annoying at first, but bro, towards the end, really, really good, really good. And it's insane. And now I gotta sit back because with look, I'm not talking about Ezra Miller like Ezra Miller's nothing, but I'll be goddamn that boy can act. He's good. Actually, I went in there. I thought Michael Keaton was going to steal the show. I thought Well, I'll get into Supergirl. I thought Michael Keaton was going to. Oh, maybe Ben Affleck's going to have some more scenes. And no, but Ezra Miller. is really good in this movie. And I can kind of see why. And this is being non biased, not talking about stuff that the art from the artist, separating the art from the artist. He's really good in this movie as both Barrys. Well, technically, you want to spoiler alert, three Barrys, but really good. I was impressed. Yeah. And see, the thing about this movie, there's so many characters in this movie, and they made it work. They made it work with all these characters. Everybody had their own little section, and there's a lot of cameos in the movie. This thing was, this movie was so much they just threw in, and oh, but you had so much time you could have spaced out a little bit more. I don't know if, but but what's her name? Sasha Calais, Sasha Calais, awesome as Supergirl, dope. She stole the scene every time she was on there. Every time you saw her, you were focused on her Supergirl, and I love the whole spin. Love the whole spin. Different universe. It's the multiverse. I guess everybody's doing the multiverse nowadays, so you know, as but this one actually makes a little more sense. It's more believable with the multiverse because it's not opening up so broad like Marvel is doing. But Kara, definitely, she was good in it. She was definitely good. Sasha Calais was definitely good as Supergirl, and it was believable. So, and like there's another thing I do want to talk about that I had a problem with. Like you had all these cameos in there, like Nicolas Cage, which the one that it's almost like the one that got away with the long hair. I did like that, but from what I'm here, why was he on set for that? There's a certain things where the CGI isn't that great, and just like Michael Shannon with Zod, you really didn't need those people on set. I mean, maybe they said they were gonna have them on set. It might, but some of it was like okay, it was just animated anyway. But I did like the nostalgia you had because nobody knows that he was actually supposed to be Superman a long time ago when he's obviously younger. He's making a resurgence, a comeback. But a lot of it, yeah. And I did like the tribute to like Christopher Reeves or Reeve. But you know what I'm talking about. Basically, the Superman, not the original Superman, but the Superman that put Superman on the map. I did like that tribute. That was pretty cool. Wasn't really feeling a Henry Cavill type thing. It was kind of almost like a spank in the face. Yeah. Uh, but
But I'm also a big fan of justice.
I don't know, just for Cavill. Because that's my Superman. That's my Superman.
The world needs Superman.
But there were a lot of good things in this movie. This movie is actually really good. And I do advise people to go see it. I really do. And Ezra playing two roles, he did a good job. Definitely did a good job. And the I know I keep going back to it, but the mother dynamic with him is really good. Now, you didn't necessarily need. I mean, I get it. you did the because I the whole thing is the father got framed for the murder. Everybody, spoiler alert, it's the reverse Flash that actually kills his mom and goes back and and kills his mom and then the dad gets framed. But I don't know. I think the mom and son dynamic took over the movie. Literally took over the movie. And there were certain points in the movie when I just wanted to see the mother and son connection. But then the CGI kept ruining it. But then Michael Keaton, great send off. Applause. Can we do some applause? Can we do some applause? Seriously. Michael Keaton, swan song, great. And from what I was seeing from the trailers and stuff, that's why I don't understand. They can fix the CGI with him. Well, yeah, I would fix it too. Without Michael Keaton come back as Batman, I would have fixed it too. Because if we're gonna send him off, we're gonna send him off right. But he was, oh, and I had already seen the leaks of with the long hair and everything. He's an old grizzled Batman, but geez, good. Every character in this movie is absolutely great. But it's just the CGI, special effects, lackluster, and it's a good movie because the story's really good, and it's the whole story's everywhere. It's just all over the place, but they still found a way to ground it. And I do have some other problems with the movie too. A lot of the pacing's a little bit. Mm, they linger a little bit on certain stuff, and then they speed up too fast. And I did like there was more than one villain, but it almost makes me think, what was the point of Zod coming back? Because you could have just done Dark Flash the whole time. And don't get me wrong, I like Michael Shank. I like Zod. I like and I was expecting Furiosa. What's her, the female henchman, not henchman, but the the one that was on Zod's team. She got actually that scene was actually pretty dope when the younger Barry he pieced her out, man, fast. And I did like how they actually so it's still up in the air. Nobody knows that when he said because the Kryptonians that we're faster or they're not as fast. It kind of opens up like, wow, is the Flash faster than the Kryptonians and with full sun power? That's pretty cool. Or yeah, but I don't know. It's just it's one of those it's one of those movies where it's just it's hit or miss. I really think it's going to be one of those movies where it's hit or miss. You either like it or you don't. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. You know, I don't think it's the best comic book movie ever, like a lot of people are saying. But I'll tell you what, out of 5 stars, let's say 5 stars, right? I will give it at least a 4.4 and a half, 5. 4.5, 5. There you go. It's up there. It's good. It's entertaining. It's fun. And so I do not like the end credit scenes. I'm going to spoil this. Well, it's a spoiler video, so I can. I do not like the end credit scenes at all. You kind of made. I don't know if they're going to change it for DVD when you get the physical media, but you made Jason Momoa, Aquaman, look like a lush. Like this dude is literally the ruler of Atlantis, a whole underwater planet, and you made him look like a drunk. I didn't agree with that at all. I didn't like that. It was funny seeing them when they were first walking and was talking about going, we're like, all right, and then he just laid in the water. Yeah, if you get a chance, please change that. You see, well, James Gunn's taking over. He's gonna fix all that. But yeah, and, the George Clooney cameo was pretty hilarious though. So it makes you wonder though. It really makes you wonder. So since they're starting this multiverse, are they going to continue with Ezra Miller? Is this the end? Is this just the start where they're just like, yeah, well, this is just we're ending it off and we're going to build on something else, but we're actually opening up just in case. That's cool. That part was actually pretty when he said, "Wait, Batman," and then he was like, and then George Clooney kind of looked at him like, like shrugged it off, like, "Yeah, don't know he's saying that." So he didn't. So when he actually took um the can of tomatoes and put it actually at the top, he he actually messed stuff up even more, which is crazy. So this could be, and mm, I think the multiverse with a lot of these comic book stories, Marvel and DC, it's one of those that just that means nobody ever dies. You can always bring them back. It it's cool in the comics, but it's borderline like with like live action. So if you do it right, actually they didn't do it as bad as Marvel did. Because Marvel just threw it all out, multiverse, timeline split, and everything. Yeah, and that's why y'all are pushing everything back right now. Yeah, way to put all your eggs in one basket. But I don't know, it's interesting because that'll be fun. Obviously, he's not going to be the new Batman. They already have somebody in line for that, or they don't. I don't know. I'm not a corporate executive. I don't work there, but that was pretty fun. Pay homage, and I wish they could have done it with Val Kilmer too, if he was still in better health. That'd have been cool. Get all the bat and Adam West was yeah. You could have deep faked Adam West. That'd have been funny. Get all the Batman back. Because I mean, you damn near covered every single Superman, but yeah. But all throughout with this movie, all right. So I got my MVPs of the movie. I'm gonna say it. Ezra Miller is phenomenal. He's really good. He actually held the movie up. And whatever is going on behind the scenes, I'm just separating the art from the artist. So, and then Sasha, she was great as Supergirl. I actually want to see a spinoff with it. I think they could do it with her. I want to see a spinoff with her because yeah, crazy. And I know Michael Shannon's not going to come back as Zod. He already said he's done. This was just like a little favor, and I don't even know why they like. It was funny how the CGI on on them was like perfect, and the de aging. And then to be honest with you, with the Nicolas Cage Superman, even though it was dope, I liked it because it's nostalgia. But did you really need him on set? You could just taking his face and de-aged it. I don't know. Shit. I make thumbnails and I could still probably do better better than that. But it's all good. So I don't know if you haven't seen it, I do apologize. What watched all the way through that I spoiled a lot of it, but it does open up a lot of stuff, and I think they're going to do a second one. They're definitely going to do a second Flash. Definitely, whether it's with Ezra or somebody else, because you do leave it open. Whereas you're in the multiverse, so but I think they're gonna do another. And but anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all guys later. And everyone subscribe. And I do mean everyone.